Hey everyone, welcome back into the channel. We're going to do a quick rundown of what's going on in the NBA slate for April 2nd on this card. We got a lot of games tipping off. I have 4 official plays in the association, so make sure you guys all stick around. I'll do a quick recap of what's going on within those picks towards the end of this video. But let's get down into it, and make sure you guys are all subscribed if you have not yet done so. Smash that like button as well. Turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to follow us on X. The handle's in the bottom left. Never miss a beat when we talk sports here on The Better Mark, and let's get into it. Okay, so first game on the card is the Lakers and Raptors, but guys, before we get into it, make sure you all use my promo code up below if you want to sign up for Odds Jam. Promo code is TBM. Get 35% off your first month or annual plan, whatever you elect to do so. You're going to see it being used in all my videos. It's a truly invaluable tool when you're trying to make the best bet possible within the sports betting industry. Okay, and first thing we're going to look at is the Lakers, Raptors. I would lean towards taking the Lakers in this big number, but no official play. I think this is one where the Lakers are really hitting a turning point after they were able to beat the Bucks in that comeback fashion. They've really been clicking on all cylinders, but we're not going to get involved with this one, but I would lean towards taking the Los Angeles Lakers. Next, Milwaukee Bucks, Washington Wizards. This is one where kind of fade the Wizards in the spot. I like to go under their props. I'd like to go towards the side of the Bucks. Minus 13, best number you can find out there on FanDuel. That's one where we're going to be taking the Bucks in the spot in a lean, but I'm not going to get in the habit of laying these big numbers this late in the season with rests and active, so on and so forth. So no official play in this matchup. Okay. Knicks, Heat. This is one where I would lean towards taking the Miami Heat at home on the money line, minus 135. You can find out there, but no official play as well. I don't really like what these guys are doing from an injury standpoint, and seemingly enough that whenever you bet against the Knicks, they end up putting up a ton of points in blowout fashion, but I'm not in the business of going against Spoelstra at home, so I would lean towards taking the Heat. I don't like what the Knicks are doing right now, so I'm going to fade them for a while, okay, until they get fully healthy. Unless we're going to be on unders where, even at these 207s, it is still bettable, as both of these teams may not reach 100 points respectively. All right. But our first official play will be the likes of the Philadelphia 76ers, Oklahoma City Thunder game. This is one where we're going to be taking the the under 225.5. You can find the best number out there. One where we look into what's going on. SGA questionable, probably not going to play. Jalen Williams questionable. How much are they going to play? How much are they going to get up against the 76ers before calling the dogs off? We know Embiid's out, Maxi's questionable, Covington's out, and we look at some of these games where OKC plays these lower scoring teams, and the total really does stay low. Okay, we saw this with the Knicks just yesterday or 2 days ago, where they were able to win 113-112, and Philadelphia is no exception. Okay, so I do see some value against a kind of a defensive matchup where they won't hit that 225 level. We've seen the total get bet down from 227.5 to 225. I'm still going to play it. We're going to see what happens. It's not my favorite play of the day, but this is just kind of a bet against the likes of SGA and Jalen Williams not playing and suiting up, really hurting that offensive efficiency from a number standpoint. Okay, so that'd be my first official play. Then we're going to go out to Minnesota, hosting the Houston Rockets. This is one where the Rockets catching 8.5 is very tempting, but I'm not going to be taking this game either. I kind of don't really have a feel for Houston as of lately, but I do like how the Rockets have been playing. But I'm going to lay off this one, possibly even look into more of a over of the 215. That would be a kind of a lean as well, despite Minnesota having a top 5 defense in the NBA. But I will not be playing this game, possibly looking into taking the over in some of the assists market within Anthony Edwards. That would be something I'd be looking into if he suits up. Okay, San Antonio Spurs, Denver Nuggets. This is going to be a hot one. Okay, San Antonio has been kind of sneakily getting by some contests, right, as big underdogs, getting 16 on the road at Denver and Mile High. This is one where we're gonna enjoy Wembanyama taking on Jokic if they suit up. But this is one where I'm not looking to get behind a 16 number in this contest, so no play for me as well. And then we're gonna start getting into some picks. Okay, we got 2 of them coming right at you. This is one where we look into Cleveland within Utah. Donovan Mitchell's back. Utah's been kind of trending downwards They're really starting to wave that white flag. But Cleveland going on the road, taking on Donovan Mitchell's old team, possibly looking into taking some Mitchell over within the points market. But I'm not going to get involved with this because Cleveland's gearing up for a postseason run. They're not looking to stamp it down on his former team and really dot the I against the Utah Jazz. So just no official play now and no value in taking some of these big spreads outside of a couple matchups that we see time and time again within perennials such as the Boston Celtics, so on and so forth, okay? But then these last two games on the West Coast, tipping off at 10 p.m., that's where I'm going to have my final three official plays. Dallas Mavericks, we are going to be taking the money line, minus 102, best number out there. This is one where we look into this contest and what they're able to do. I like how the Mavs have been playing. It's kind of a fade against Golden State. And I know that they're a different team at home. I'm aware of all that, but this is one where Mavs have been hot, covering five of their last 5 games. And we look at the money line. This is something where they're just blowing people out. They've won by margin within a lot of those games, and Golden State really struggles at home against the spread. Okay, that's something where over the course of the season they're 11-19 as a close favorite at home. So we are going to be backing the Mavericks. I think this is one where I think they get up a little bit more for this game. So Luka continues to stay hot. He's really on a mission. So we're going to be taking the Mavs money line. Give it a shot as my second official play. Okay, and then next we're going to go out to the Kings-Clippers game where I will have 2 plays in this contest. That's where we look at the Sacramento Kings catching 3.5. That'll be a absolute play for me. Love taking the Kings at home. Anytime you can get them with points and value, that is one that jumps out off the page at me. They're very likely to score 220 or 120 plus points just by themselves, and that'll lead us to the other play that we're going to have, which is the over 220 within this matchup as well. Okay, so you can find a 222 out there if you do have Bovada, if you have access to that. So we will be locking in that best number available, and that's why you have to use OddsJam, because any other sports book that you can find, you're going to be finding 220s, 220.5, and you get a 1.5 value for basically the same price by using OddsJam and finding that best number available within that over 222. So that's where we'll be locking in. All right, I really like the fact that with this Kings-Clippers matchup, you kind of get a desperate team when you talk about how the unders have been cashing since the All-Star break. This is something where you look at the previous matchups within the Clippers and Kings. We hit 219, we hit 248, so definitely see some value in taking that where we get a hot Clippers team also coming into the Kings to take on what we look in with Fox and Sabonis. I think they play better at home. I think Monk, despite being out and what we're seeing with Kevin Huerter out, it opens a door for a lot of points, a lot of scoring, and I think Sacramento can get it done kind of on a catching LA too on a weird little road trip. So I think that's going to be something else happening when East goes West. So that's why I'm kind of doubling up on that game. I do like the Kings. I wouldn't mind taking them actually on the money line, but we will be taking that 3.5 just in case, as well as the over 220.5 within that contest. So that's what we got going on. Those are my 4 official plays that we're going to be talking about. I hope you guys are all doing well. Remember to go subscribe down below on your way out. Here's the quick recap for you all that like to see it at the end of the screen. Like I said, make sure you guys all hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let me know your plays down below in the comments, and go cash some tickets. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.